Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Maryland Terrapins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the kickoff will be a return. Return with 1 down. Sets up the next drive. First down here for this offense. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Terrapins looking to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. Moves left out of the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Terrapins lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Important 2nd down play coming up. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Seventh play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Gets made on the out route.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff again. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. The offense going with the hurry up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Tailback takes the handoff again. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They're going to run it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. No huddle here for the offense. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So second down after the incompletion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. It's an option look. They'll toss it to the back. That's a strong play by the defense as time expires in the first period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Snags the quick throw. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
First and goal, handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
They'll run it here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Running play called on third and short. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
No huddle now for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they pick up the first down, tackle at the 25. The Ducks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Handoff to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. The Terrapins come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
And they spot it down just outside the 30. Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The shotgun running play call.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He's going to take off here. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And the Ducks looking to cash in this red zone trip. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Point after, up and good. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Defense is coming after him. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. So the head coach will accept the penalty, and the offense will move back a little bit. First and 10 now for the offense. The defense with more pre-snap movement. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense in hurry-up mode. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He stays alive. Breaking free at the 35. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. So off the solid gain on the ground, they go back to the passing game, but give up the sack that time.
Boy, what a big difference, Chris, between the run blocking we saw in the previous play where they got big yards, and here in pass pro, they just get overwhelmed by this defense. Great job of applying the pressure to bring that quarterback down for the sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Handoff running right. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. So here we go now. 3rd and short for the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? And the quarterback dropping back. Looks left and finds his target there. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for 1st down. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks loose at the 45. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option. Well, the big fella's Kurt flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner is brought down. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the Ducks pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quick throw caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 21-point lead.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fighting off the defender. Going to try to use his legs here. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Now it's second down here. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
He's throwing for it on fourth down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on fourth down.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
They go with a direct snap. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It's third down for the offense. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Caught in the backfield. It's West. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Grab behind the line, it's Barnes. And he will be stuffed for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And the Terrapins starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Just a great call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback does a good job of recognizing the matchup that he wants. Puts the ball up and away from the defender where the receiver can run underneath it for a big gain.
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. The Terrapins come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking to scramble. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Terrapins. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. offense comes back out on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And he's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.